Welcome to Leadoff Doubles. Today is May 2nd, 2022. It's 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and that means it's time for baseball. Before we get into today's games, I'll give you a rundown of what to expect from the show this season. We'll be coming at you live weekdays at 6:30 Eastern to tee up all the day's games in Major League Baseball. We'll go over lineups, starting pitchers, matchups, weather reports, and more. We'll be giving out totals when we see value. You know, we love those over-unders. And we'll have some short daily segments for you. All right, enough waiting around. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Baseball is back, so let's get into it. Just 2 games already played today. This afternoon, the White Sox beat the Angels 3-0 behind a 3-hit day from Luis Robert and 7 scoreless from Dylan Cease. And the Cards beat the Royals 1-0 thanks to a Paul Goldschmidt homer. Now for today's games. First pitch between the D-backs and Marlins just a few minutes away here. We got Zach Allen on the mound for the D-backs. Pablo Lopez for the Marlins. Both these pitchers are coming into this game with sub-1 ERAs. Gallen at 0.60, Lopez at 0.39. Absolutely crazy. Here's what the Diamondbacks lineup looks like this afternoon. Dalton Varsho batting leadoff in center. Jordan Luplow in right. David Peralta in left. Christian Walker playing first. Cooper Hummel DHing. Sergio Alcantara at the hot corner. Carson Kelly catching. Nick Ahmed at short. Geraldo Perdomo playing second. And for the Marlins, we got Jazz Chisholm Jr. batting leadoff playing second. And then we got Jesus Aguilar at first. Jorge Soler in left. Jesus Sanchez in center. Avisel Garcia in right batting fifth. Garrett Cooper DHing. Brian Anderson at third, Miguel Rojas at short, and Jacob Stallings behind the dish. This game's in a dome. Nothing to report on the weather front. Next game, first pitch at 7:05 in Baltimore. The Twins visit Camden Yards. We got Chris Paddock on the bump for the Twins. Tyler Wells for the Orioles. Paddock's touting a 3.68 ERA. He's 0-2 on the year. Wells 5.54, also 0-2. Both these pitchers are looking for their first win on the season. Twins have been hot lately, lead the AL Central at 13-9. Here's what the lineup looks like this evening. Leading off, Byron Buxton in center. Batting second, Luis Arias at first. Carlos Correa at short, Jorge Polanco at second, Max Kepler in right, Jose Miranda at third batting sixth, Trevor Larnach DHing, Ryan Jeffers catching, and Nick Gordon in left. And for the Orioles, Cedric Mullins leading off, playing center, Austin Hayes in left, Anthony Santander in right, Ryan Mountcastle as the cleanup hitter playing first. Tyler Nevin DHing, Rougned Odor at second, Ramon Urias at third, Robinson Chirinos catching, and Jorge Mateo at short. The weather tonight in Baltimore is going to be clear, 71 degrees with a light breeze blowing left to right. Beautiful night for a ball game. All right, north of the border, 7:07 first pitch. The Yankees visit the Red Hot Blue Jays. On the bump for the Yanks is Jordan Montgomery. He's sporting a 2.70 ERA. He's 0-1 on the year though. And for the Jays, it's Ross Stripling, 3.60 ERA, 0-0 record. The lineup for the Yankees tonight looks like this. DJ LeMahieu leading off like he has been lately, playing third. The Judge himself, Aaron Judge, batting second, playing center. In the 3-hole, Anthony Rizzo playing first, then Giancarlo Stanton in right, and Donaldson DHing. Batting sixth is going to be Aaron Hicks playing left. Gleyber Torres at second. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa playing short, and Jose Trevino behind the dish. And for the Jays, we got George Springer leading off playing center, Bo Bichette at short, Guerrero playing first, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. in left, Matt Chapman at third, Alejandro Kirk DHing, Santiago Espinal at second, Raimel Tapia in right, and Tyler Heineman behind the dish for the Jays. Matchups of note here: Bichette has 2 home runs and 8 at-bats against Montgomery. Guerrero has 1 in 7. And for the Yankees, LeMahieu in 22 at-bats against Stripling. He's hitting .318, so look for him to maybe make some noise this evening. Toronto hits lefties at home well. They're sporting at 820 OPS and 273 average in those situations. And as for the weather, this game is in a dome, so nothing to report. All right. On to New York after that big win last night against the Phillies. The Mets are going to host the Braves. Max Fried on the bump for the Braves. He's 2-2 with a 3 flat ERA. Taking on Chris Bassett for the Mets. He's 3-1 with a 2.25 ERA. True pitchers duel here. Another great example of how great these pitching staffs are in the NL East. The lineup for the Braves this evening looks like this: Ronald Acuna Jr. leading off playing right, Matt Olson at first, Austin Riley at third, Marcell Ozuna DHing. Batting fifth, it's going to be Ozzie Albies playing second, Travis d'Arnaud catching, Adam Duvall in center, Travis Demeritte in left, and Dansby Swanson batting ninth, playing short. And for the Mets, leading off is going to be Brandon Nimmo playing center, Mark Canha in left, Francisco Lindor at short, Pete Alonso at first, Eduardo Escobar DHing, JD Davis at third, Starling Marte in right, Jeff McNeil at second, and James McCann catching. Only 3 Braves have seen Bassett before. And as for the Mets, Alonso has 2 home runs in 18 at-bats against Fried, and McNeil is hitting .350 in 20 at-bats against him. So look for them to maybe continue those hot streaks against one of the best pitchers in the National League. As for the weather, it's going to be 55 degrees with a slight breeze blowing in towards the plate. Typical Citi Field weather. Don't look for too many runs in this one. On to Houston. The Mariners are visiting. First pitch at 8:10 Eastern. We got Marco Gonzalez for the Mariners. He's 1-2 with a 3.86 ERA. And for the Astros, we got Jake Odorizzi. He's 1-2 with a 6 flat ERA. Not a great start to the year for him. The lineup for the Mariners looks like this: Adam Frazier at second, Ty France at first, Jesse Winker in left, Suarez DHing, JP Crawford at short, Julio Rodriguez in center, Abraham Torres at third, Jared Kelenic in right, and Luis Torrens catching. And the Astros, we got Altuve leading off, Michael Brantley DHing, batting second, Bregman at third, batting third, Yordan Alvarez in left, Yuli Gurriel at first, Cal Tucker in right, Charles McCormick in center, Jeremy Pena, the rookie shortstop, batting eighth, and Martin Maldonado behind the dish, batting ninth. Matchups here: the Astros hit Gonzalez very well. Everyone in the lineup except Aledmys Diaz is hitting above 280 against him for their career, and Diaz isn't even in the lineup, so that is why. And for the Mariners, Ty France has been feeling it lately. He has a 364 average against Odorizzi in 11 at-bats, so look for him to continue his red-hot streak here. This is another game in a dome, nothing to report on the weather. And the last game of the evening, the nightcap, 9:40 Eastern, first pitch. Tampa Bay travels to Oakland. to take on the Athletics. It's Rasmussen for the Rays and Jeffries for the Athletics. Rays lineup is out. We got Yandy Diaz leading off, playing first. Wander Franco at short. Randy Arozarena in left. Brandon Lau at second. Harold Ramirez DH and Kevin Kiermaier in center. Manuel Margot in right. Taylor Walls at third. And Zanino catching. No lineup for the Athletics yet. It's going to be 57 degrees in the Bay Area. 10 mile per hour winds blowing out. Neither team has seen the other pitcher in this matchup. It's going to be battle of the franchises who've been alienating their fan bases for the past 5 years. See how it turns out. The Rays need to get going here if they want to keep pace in this red hot AL East. All right, we're going to hit you with a daily home run trifecta now. We got an all Astros trifecta for you today, just based on how well these Astros hit Marco Gonzalez for the Mariners. We're going to take Alex Bregman to go deep, Kyle Tucker to go deep, and Yordan Alvarez to go deep. They're all batting above 300 against Marco Gonzalez. Alvarez and Tucker have really been swinging the bat well lately, so look for them to make some noise. And we got our weekend warrior for you. It's Aaron Judge. He hit 3 home runs against the Royals to help the Yankees sweep Kansas City, and he didn't even play one of the 3 games. He's got a 1.026 OPS, and he's second in home runs now behind Anthony Rizzo. He's tied with CJ Cron with 8. Judge is getting hot. Look for him to probably make some noise here in this series in Toronto. All right, folks, that's been the inaugural show for Leadoff Doubles. You know what to do. Follow us at Leadoff Doubles on Twitter, at Signature Wins on Twitter. If you're watching this, you know we're on YouTube. You got to subscribe so you don't miss this daily show at 6:30 Eastern every day, giving you all your pregame information. And if you like to read, you like a little bit of a long form article, make sure to visit signaturewins.com, where we cover all of the current betting markets. Thanks again for listening, folks. Tune in 6:30 Eastern, Monday to Friday, all your pregame needs. All right, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow.